What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak. Last time we started on our journey, and we're introduced to our main character, and, what did you say? Deuteragonist? Like, basically the secondary main character. So we got to know Van and Agnes here. And, the start of our journey is Agnes wanting to look for an ancient-looking orbiment, which Van thinks he might be able to get some information on. So we're going to be headed to a different district here in Edith, the city of Calvard, and we're going to see what we can learn. Let's see what these kids are up to first before we leave. Oh, Harry. This is a kid Sheena was looking after. Van, shush. She's going to find us. Yeah, shush. We got to hide from Sheena. My bad. Didn't realize you guys were playing hide and seek again. I'll get out of your hair then. Just don't get yourselves into trouble, yeah? No problem. She'll never catch me. She always catches me instead, and then she makes me a hostage. Come on, Mark. Be positive. We're gonna win today. I know it. Okay. Sorry, Harry. I'll run as fast as I can. Oh ho. Good luck with that. Oh yeah. So age-wise, does it actually state here? Okay. So. The 5 laws of a Spriggan. 1. Never accept less than 1,000 mira per hour. That's a pretty steep pay. 2. Complicated matters only. 3. Only eat sweets once per day. 4. Sleep whenever you can. 5. A morning shower and a dip in the sauna are blessings to oneself. So very cool. But Van, at the beginning of this game, is 24 years old. So he is our oldest protagonist so far, I would say. I don't remember exactly how old Lloyd was, but I think it was like 18 or 20, like around there at the beginning of Zero. But obviously, Estelle and Reen, I believe, were both 16 at the beginning of their respective games. I believe. I could be wrong about that. Reen might have been 17, actually. But yeah, so 24... Van is definitely our oldest one thus far. Alright, so let's go ahead. Headed to the bus stop. Oh, there's the bus stop. Yeah, the next one should be here soon. Then we're on a hop, a skip, and a jump away to the Riverside District. Probably got time to grab something from the kiosk if we need to. Nah, we're good. $11 a.m., so not even an hour after Agnes arrived in his district. Sixth District. Riverside. Wow, this place is so gorgeous. Believe it or not, I've never actually visited this district before. It's a pretty chill spot. There ain't much hustle and bustle. And that makes a perfect hangout for more disreputable characters. I'm included in that category, by the way. And I assume the man we're meeting is as well? Yeah, that guy's nothing if not cautious. He's always jumping from hideout to hideout. Though around this time on Wednesdays, he likes to go out and grab something from one of the stalls. No sign of him yet. But he'll come out to play sooner or later. Let's just wander around until he shows his ugly mug. That sounds like a plan. Oh, right. He's an acquaintance of yours, correct? If he's supplying us with information, I'm guessing he'll want something in return. Probably. Oh, and I forgot to mention something. That guy might know his stuff, and it's possible he'll lend us a hand, but don't forget he's a real piece of shit. The man knows no loyalties. Give him a bag of Mira, and that rat bastard will sell anyone out. Doesn't matter if they're friend, foe, or even family. I recommend letting me do most of the talking, and no matter what, don't give him anything he can use against you. Duly noted. Yeah, I mean, you're always playing with these people. By their rules. Yeah. I know how mini maps work. Cafe and bar, Bermotti.
ベルモッティ。このお店はお休みみたいですね。
カフェバーの稼ぎ時は夜だからな。ま、今のところ用はねえさ。
Sounds like a plan. He likes hanging out in the terrace. Let's find a spot where he can scope things out.
おっと。
I guess the other bridge? Hey, what's up with you? I'm finally at Riverside. I heard all of the good eateries are down by the water. The atmosphere is living up to my expectations, but we've yet to see if the food will. Only one way to find out. Look out, stomach. Here it comes. I think I remember this girl. Like, some of the NPCs you'll remember as, like, you play through the games. Because, like, obviously, in case you don't follow the release schedule, 2 of the Calvert games are already out, and the 3rd and presumably final one is coming out towards the tail end of this year. So, the Calvert arc will be wrapping up in the Japanese releases, at least. Hello. You didn't even stick around to see if we'd get into the Summerfest. A show like that in front of Treon Tower would have been huge for us. You were so excited about it. Are we not good enough? Is that why you left? Wow, she's beautiful. Is she involved with the Summerfest? I probably shouldn't bother her. It's the guy we saw in the underground pick up the briefcase.
バンさん、ひょっとしてあの方が。
ああ、例のおっさんだ。声をかけてみるぞ。
He likes his tacos.
さて、どうしたもんか。
What does it say on his shirt? What do you want? Wait, what? What do you want? Meaning for... Is that set? Meaning for a question mark? Life is desire, not meaning. What? That's such an odd... Okay.
連中には悟られてねえはずだし、うまく引っ掛けられりゃ。
What's going on, Giacomo?
てめえがアークライトの小僧。
Giacomo. Yeah, he just said his name.
何の用だ、この疫病神が。
Damn, some way to greet an old friend. And here I thought our last job together ended pretty well for both of us.
何が悪くないだ。てめえが横やり入れてくれたおかげで、あのババアから臨時収入が増えた。裏稼業同士としての仁義が通ると思ってんのか。
I got my job and you got yours. Besides, you got what was coming to you because you got greedy. Anyway, why not let bygones be bygones so we can talk some business? Oh yeah? Wait, who's that pretty thing with you? You hanging out with school kids now? My name's Agnes Claudio. It's nice to meet you, sir. Don't worry about it. She's a client. Wanted me to help her look for something. That's so? Huh. It's an ornament that was stolen from an antique shop a week ago. Sounds like it was stolen right when it got to them, too. So they didn't tell the cops about it. Judging by how the robbery went down, my guess is it's the work of some local gang. Whole thing feels like your wheelhouse, yeah? Sure does. Normally I jump at a job like this, but I'm coming up empty on clues. I got my hands full with another job at the moment, though if I looked into it, I'm sure I could find something. Really think so? Heh, what can I say, young lady? I'm good at what I do. So what's the deal with it? You look like you're an upstanding type. What's this orbment got to do with you? Oh, that's not bad. It's a memento of my great-grandfather. I'm not at liberty to discuss how it left our possession. Or much else about it, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Heh. Real sweet of you to care about him that much. Alright, now, here's an idea. How about you leave the whole thing to me? I bet I'll be a lot more help with this kind of thing than Arkwright ever will. What? I'm sorry, I appreciate the offer, but I'd like to trust him with this. I also need him to confirm the veracity of any information gathered as well. That's the Aramis brain right there. One look at the uniforms will tell you she's smarter than your average kid. Anyway, if you do catch wind of everything, give me a call. You'll get your cut for it.
そんじゃな、お嬢ちゃん。気が変わったらおじさんを頼ってくれよ。
Yeah, how about no? Real sleazeball. Sorry, did I talk a little too much? I'd give you about a 7 out of 10. Average? You did give him your name and some bare minimum info. It made it look like you were an easy target. But when it came down to it, you backed me up and knew where to draw the line. I'm guessing you were pretty aware of what you were doing, huh? Well, I do have an idea of how to conduct myself in situations like these, yes. I just don't know if there's much hope he'll contact us with his attitude by the end. Doesn't matter if we hear a peep. This ain't hanging on him. All we gotta do is wait for him to slip up, then pounce. A story about an antique shop getting an old memento stolen by a gang couldn't have baited him with a better prospect of a payday. He couldn't even hide he was interested, so why'd he never bother to follow up with any questions? Never so much as ask for a copy of the photo. That just seals the deal in my book. Oh, so you think he's already involved in some way, perhaps even directly? He's laid eyes on the thing at the very least. So we're going after him. Right now? But how are we going to find him? All we know is that he went that way. I told you, he likes to rotate his spots, right? One of his hideouts just so happens to be in this district. It's far enough from here, he won't think he'll be followed, so come on. Coming. Notebook.
こ
Yep.
のままテラスエリアをまっすぐですね。
ああ、目立たないようにゆっくりな。
うまいようまいよ。
How about adding some spice to your life, friends? Once you have a taste, you'll be running back for another. Perfect snack on the go. Won't be a hassle to eat while you walk to your next date spot, eh? Haha, we're not on a date, but tacos are pretty typical fast food, right? Junk food, more than anything, but the tacos here are pretty damn good. I wouldn't call it junk food.
Yo,
Shrimp and bean taco. I'm really not a huge fan of shrimp or beans, so I think I'll pass.
川沿いに屋台が出てる。階段の裏手に回ったみたいです。
Well, we're gonna find out.
よく見逃さなかったな。
Is this the place? This doesn't lead into any ordinary building, I'm assuming. Yep, the subway company's in charge of the store and everything beyond. But the lock got switched, so now you don't even need a key to get in if you just know the trick to it. So you just gotta twist it a certain way to get it to work. But doesn't that mean we'll be trespassing? Did you forget where we're working, Agnes? It's not illegal, but I'm not going to say the authorities will be quick to agree on that point. If you want to turn back... Think she's, is she going to give up or no? No, I'm going with you. Good on you. Then watch your footing. Let's do it. I had no idea this is what it looked like under the city. It feels almost surreal to be here. Don't think most people have any reason to come, so yeah. Looks like I'm gonna have to take back what I said, though. Go hang around the stalls outside or something while I take care of things in here. Why? There's why. You can find monsters even in the city, you just gotta look under it. Though, last I heard, the guild would periodically come and do some spring cleaning. His weapon. Just saying, this is no place for a student. Leave this part to me. Don't say that. I knew this job wasn't going to be without danger from the start, so I came prepared for it. So please, won't you take me with you? I won't get in your way, I promise. Huh? You do know we're not going on a picnic, right? I know you got a Zifa, but you're gonna need more than that in a fight. I didn't come with just a combat ornament, I have this too. Whoa. It's the orbital staff I chose to learn for self-defense lessons through the academy. I have experience fighting mock battles with it and using healing arts. I really do think I can do more good than harm. Fine, we're short on time, so let's just get moving. But if I think you are leaning on harm, you agree to get out of here. We clear? It's my job to make sure my client's safe, and I don't skimp on quality. I understand, thank you. There you have it. Now we get to get into combat for the first time. Okay, if you're ready, then let's get to it. Just to make sure, you know what shards are? Yes, I do. They're a field deployed by Zifas. I've used them before, but only in mock battles. And even then, it was just for defensive purposes. That's a fine start. Shards can be used for more than just that. They can be linked and used offensively, among other things. You gotta deploy them to do any of that, of course. When you do, stay on your toes, because it's fighting time. Gonna ask again, you ready? As he'll ever be. Let's do this. Command battle. Battle progresses in turns. Pretty much how normal Trails works. The only difference is you actually are allowed to move now. Up until this point, in Trails games, you had to choose to either attack and your character would move to the enemy or they would do their attack, or you could choose to move your character on the field, whereas in this game, you're allowed to move during your turn and then attack. So like if I was like back here, I can still do the attack, or if I want to be up here and do it. Right now we're just supposed to be attacking normally though. Defend. Switch for attack and defend. I don't know if I've ever, like, playing these games as I have, I don't know if I've ever used the defend feature. Well, that's rude. And now we can use crafts. What do we got? We got stun slash and coin bullets. Level 5. Okay, so Van's level 5, Agnes is level 3. That'll do. You handled yourself pretty well for your first fight. You flatter me, but I only did so well because you were covering me. Hope you don't mind me asking, but I noticed you use a rather odd support AI, or hollow, I think is the correct term. Yeah. You're using AIM, that's a pretty generic one. I'm using a custom personalized hollow. It's pretty special, I'd say. Her model is MKESV004, name's Mare. I got an acquaintance to send me a test version. Her performance is way better than the generic models. It's the only reason I put up with her big mouth. Haha, I think she's just fine, actually. The Zifa in general are really convenient to have. So this is obviously the big difference. Like, they have AIs built into their orbments now, where before, orbments were just, you know, the combat orbments. You just use them. Yep, the 6th generation battle orbments made a real improvement over the last gen. The AI and shards are real lifesavers. That's the upgrades. I'll teach you more about shards along the way. Right now, let's keep moving. Yes, let's. Not that we really need it, but... Those are the same types of monsters we saw earlier. We won't even need to deploy our shards to clean up small fry like this. Let's move in and clobber them. Right. So this is also going to be a new feature. We can do field attacks now. So it's pretty simple in the first game. You really just are able to just you press X to attack and you press circle to dodge. It's not like actual action combat. Even in the second game, like it's I'm not going to spoil story stuff, but in the second game, the only upgrade they make to the field battle is you're able to use arts as well. In the first game, you can't use arts in the field. In the second game, you can. And the third game seems like it's going to be building even more upon it. So it's just simple, like smaller enemies, you're able to kind of knock them down a peg. So yeah, you just do that, and there you go. Phew, we got through that safely. You did well in there, even without shards. And you're pretty handy with that orbital staff. Ah, thank you. I like being able to put a bit of distance between me and other enemies. It helps me remain calm when I'm dispatching them. Sounds like a solid strat. I'll cover the front so you can focus on support from the back. Will do. By the way, Van, I've never seen a weapon like that before. It's shaped like a sword, but it doesn't actually have an edge, does it? It's a stun caliber. Just like Mare, it's a more unique weapon I got through my connections. And it does have an edge, actually. Using it takes a little trick, but that's not what I want to focus on right now. Every battle is kind of like a puzzle of their own. You need to weigh whether to end it without deploying shards, or if you're going to go all in. You need to figure out how to take them each at a time, and the answer is not always going to be the same. Keep that in mind as we go along, yeah? Yes, I'll try. Yep, so you press square to deploy your shards. Assuming you're playing on PlayStation. If you're playing on Switch, obviously it'll be, what would it be on Switch? It'd be Y, I guess? For the most part, I don't really care for field battle too much. But in these early parts, it's fine. Shard skills. Oh, right, that's only in the second game. Okay, I keep trying to do something that doesn't exist in this first game. Oh yeah, and you can also end battle whenever you want, and you can immediately go back to field combat if you want to. So what I'm trying to do is, if you have a character standing next to another character, they'll do like a double attack together, where one will attack and the other one will attack after. I don't remember if it's in the first game, or if it's only in the second game, but... Alright, we don't have arts yet. Oh, rude. Got destructible objects, just like in the past games. Enemy info display, so you can just see everything you need to know about them, what's going to be good against it. So obviously fire and water are good against this. Good to know when we're using our arts. Not that we can use them yet. I didn't even realize the second one was in here. He flicks a bunch of Mira coins. Oh yeah, what about yours? Okay, so she only has white heal right now, which we don't really need at the moment. Agnes being one of our healing characters. Easy. Terra Bomb, okay. Does save you a lot of time doing it that way, though. The only issue with it is, like, if you get hit while not in shard combat, you take a lot more damage. So you do have to be careful. Oh, okay, here's where this will be the enemy they teach us arts with. Oh, great, drones. I hate those things. Most weapons will more or less bounce off their jelly-like bodies. But that won't be a problem for my orbital staff. Smart girl. That's a good idea. As a rule of thumb, enemies resistant to physical attacks are usually pretty weak to orbital arts. You probably already know this, but your orbital staff basically works just like an orbital art, sans the cast time. I'll be using orbital arts for these guys, but you can pick between using them and your staff, whatever's more convenient for you. So you'll always remember that also. So like, for example, back in Cold Steel, you know, you would use Elliot's staff against these drone enemies, and it would work just fine. So it's a similar thing there. All right. Yep, now we can use arts. So, aerial dust, sure. Obviously gotta wait for Van's turn to come back around. Thankfully, they're all in the circle. Oh, he's already, like, weak enough. Let's just go ahead and defend, and you'll just end it. That's all she wrote. Good job, Van. She's holding up a lot better than I thought. Half expected her to give up by now, or at least want to take a break. Is something the matter? Nah, don't mind me. Your orbital stat's pretty convenient when dealing with these guys. That and your orbital arts are pretty neat asset. It's nice having you watch my six. Just make sure you stay behind me. Leave the front lines to me. Van. I will. Thank you. About HP recovery. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, you can get knocked down into battle as well. Where it, like, forces your shards out. That's what's nice about from here forward. You don't have to individually pick up the items anymore. Like, you just walk over them. You don't have to, like, stand exactly on them and press X. Agnes is kind of hurting a little bit. Sure, why not?
ホワイトヒール
助かったぜ。
マンさん
続け。チャンスだ。ジャイファクそうだよ。
Darn.
呪いぜ。くらいだ。
There we go.
さあ、次に行くぞ。
We can look at equipment now. What does this give? HP? Yeah, may as well.
これほど身近に魔獣が潜んでいたなんて。
ま、遊撃士様への感謝をせいぜい忘れないことだ。かかってきな。こいつは効くぜ。はあ、そうだよ。
Yeah. Easy.
これで一安心ですね。
Do you think these are Giacomo's footprints? Yeah, fresh as a few minutes ago, I'd wager. Which doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. With all the monsters we've encountered along the way, he must have encountered some too. Yeah, I didn't hear any gunshots either, so he had to have slipped past them all unnoticed. And there's only one way he could have done that. What's that? Don't worry about it, just something I learned about in the past. Anyway, we're almost at his hideout, stay on guard. Will do. Keep having to check to see if anything drops out of them. Oh, yeah, you can also dodge attack for like a heavy hit. Oh. There's a lot more of these guys around than I expected. So what's the plan? Should we pick off their numbers one by one? Nah, that'd take too much time. I'll cut a path through, so stick close to me. Understood. Alright, charge attack. Yep, and then you get to stun them all. Meanwhile,
たく便利なのはいいが疲れやすいのが難点だな。まあ腐っても第5世代軍の虎の子だっただけはある。汚職証拠からゆすりネタと引き換えに巻き上げといてよかったぜ。さてと これからどうするか。物はあそこに隠しておけばそうそうは見つからないはずだ。なんとか A に高値で売りつけるが、どこぞの研究所やメーカーに持ち込むか。アークライドが連れてたあの小娘、物の進化を知ってそうだったな。こましがいがありそうだし、なんとか奴を出し抜いてみるか。うまくいきゃミラだけじゃなくていろいろと楽しませてもらえそう。
取らぬ狸のなんとやらだな。
あんたらはどうしてここに。
Guess he wasn't as careful as he thought.
そう反応するということは、やはりあの場所にいたわけか。
半グレどもの動きをつかんだ上で警察に情報を流して漁夫乗りか。なかなか優秀な情報屋じゃないか。
待て、俺が悪かった。盗んだ物はちゃんと返す。ミラや情報なんかもサービスする。女神に誓ってあんたら A に立てつくつもりなんて。
もう遅い。
我らを甘く見たこと、恐怖をもってあがなうがいい。
Oh boy.
今のは
ジャコモの声だ。ついてこい。ただし背中から離れんな。はい。くそ、そうきたかよ。
一体何が起こった？
Train.
距離を取って戦いなさい。
Agnes learned Glow Hammer. Alright, definitely a good stopping point here. So next time we are going to run into a wall, apparently. So we'll see what this red marker has for us with Giacomo screaming his life away next time. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.